Good morning, everybody. For those of you who may not know, I am an herbalist. I grow a lot of my own medicinal herbs, and this is one of them. It's called Damiana. This is a herb that I got tired of buying, so I decided to grow my own Damiana in my garden. So, for some reason, the seeds for this are very hard to find, and I got lucky when I finally did find some seeds. And not only that, one of the people that I found seeds from, it was just way too much money. They were wanting like $25 for 5 seeds, literally. Like, that's no lie. And I was like, no, that's ridiculous. So I got lucky and found another seller, and she was decent priced and gave a good amount of seeds. But so anyway, the benefits of Damiana include help with headaches, depression, weight loss, and more, but it's mostly known to help with libido and stamina. So since this is my first time growing Damiana, I looked for videos on how to save the seeds and literally found nothing. I mean, like, not one video on how to save these seeds. So I decided to make one for anyone out there who may need this information. Okay, so first of all, Damiana is easy to care for and it's drought tolerant. It grows really well in a pot, as you can see. I have it in a small pot. I do need to up pot it soon, and I may do that once I get the new greenhouse up, and it will go in the greenhouse because it is not frost tolerant. I'm in zone 7B, and it definitely will die if I leave it out in the elements. So but yeah, it's drought tolerant, it grows well in a pot, and it needs full sun. So it produces these really pretty yellow flowers also. And I don't have any flowers on it at the moment, but I can see where some of them are going to form, like right there. That's going to become a flower. And so yeah, so anyway, when it comes to harvesting the seeds for Damiana, I realized something. At one point, I had a whole bunch of those pretty yellow flowers on this plant, right? And I was waiting to see how the seed pods developed because, every plant is different. So I waited and waited, and I noticed the seed pods, and I was like, okay, good. Then I'll have my own seeds, and I won't have to purchase any more Damiana seeds. And then one day I came out and I noticed that a lot of the seed pods were gone. And I was like, okay, what happened? So I ended up realizing that the seed pods not only exploded open, but they exploded and the seeds like would shoot out everywhere. That's what I determined. And I determined that because I would find a bunch of the dried seed pods in the pot, and they were opened, like someone pried them open. And as you can see, I have a whole bunch of baby Damiana plants at the bottom of this pot because all the seeds fell down into the pot and on the ground everywhere else. They even flew into some other pots that were nearby. So I literally have Damiana growing with other plants. But if you look right here, you can see one of the seed pods that has basically exploded open. And you can, yeah, right there. See that? So if I don't take that off now, all of those tiny seeds inside that little pod are going to go everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and take those out and show you guys what it looks like. So here's the little pod, and it's still very green even though it's dry. So that is also what kind of threw me off on trying to know when these pods were about to open, because they don't dry until the seeds have already exploded out of them, and then they just sit and dry. But yeah, so those tiny little seeds are in this little pod, and the pod just explodes open. By the way, ants really, really love this plant. I'm not quite sure why yet, but they really, really love this plant, and they'll be all over these seed pods once they explode. I already blew them off, so that's why you guys didn't see any ants. But yeah, so let me remove these seeds so you can see what they look like. Okay, so these are the Damiana seeds, and as you can see, the brown ones have like this white coating around them. I'm not sure what that is. I don't really know too much about the plant. I can't really find any information, so I'm literally learning as I go. So I don't know what to call that white coating around the seeds, but it will eventually dry and then you'll have the brown seeds. If you see those two light brown seeds right there, I'm just gonna assume that those are not viable seeds. So the brown ones are the ones that you want to keep. So if you are growing Damiana, that is how you save the seeds. I hope this video helped to those of you who may want to grow your own Damiana in the future. And hopefully there's more information, and I'll post more about it as I go and as I learn more about taking care of this plant. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in another video.